Hello and welcome to Goals Galore. I am your host Tristan and welcome to Match Week 29 predictions for the Championship. Now this match week is a bit messed up because of course the FA Cup fourth round has interfered massively. So what we've got is a few games happening now, a few games happening later, but to save time, as you know, I'm just going to do all my predictions now. So some of these games have been played like the 20th of February. I'm just going to get my predictions now. So be sure to do the same in the comments, drop a like and subscribe. Let's get into these predictions for Match Week 29 for the Championship. We begin at St Andrews. It's Birmingham hosting Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, of course, just lost 6-1 away at Stamford Bridge in the second leg of the Carabao Cup, of course. And as for Birmingham, since Tony Mowbray's come in, he's not done bad at all, winning every game apart from my team Swansea, of course, where they rescued a late point. In this one, I think the Blues get the win, 2-1 against Middlesbrough at home. Next up, we go to Cardiff and they host Blackburn. And of course, at Cardiff, there's been a lot of talk about Errol Bulut at the moment because he was saying that he might not stay until the end of the season. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. As a Swans fan, of course, I think that's marvellous because, of course, remember Cardiff, they won the league in September. Their fans are piping up. Anyway, moving on to this game against Blackburn. So inconsistent this season. And I think in this one, they'll share the spoils and they'll share the points. 2-2 at the Cardiff City Stadium. Up next, we go to Coventry. They are absolutely flying at the moment. And in this one, they take on Bristol City. So not an easy game, but an intriguing one from the neutral. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one pans out. But I've got to go with the Sky Blues. At home, they'll win 3-1. But, of course, as you know me, with my predictions for Bristol City, I never get it right. So I will not be surprised if Bristol City end up winning this one 2-0. Moving on, we go to Portman Road. The visitors are Rotherham, and it's just something against Rotherham, against Middlesbrough. They always get something. I don't know how, they just do. This time it's a bit different, facing second placed Ipswich. At the moment, that could have changed actually because of Southampton's win. As you can tell, I don't really pay too much attention to the table until really late on in the season. Anyway, moving back to this. Ipswich hosting Rotherham. Tough game, tricky game for the Millers, who sit bottom of the table, I'm pretty sure on that one. Against Ipswich, I got to back the Tractor Boys. Of course, a draw against Leicester last time out. Late limbs for the travelling fans there. I think Leicester... I think Ipswich win here 2-0 at home. Moving on, we go to Leeds versus Norwich, and this one's actually the Wednesday night game, but in this one, Leeds hosting Norwich. Intriguing game, but I can see Leeds coming out on top in this one with a 2-0 victory. A late winner against Preston last time out, so they're back in form now, Leeds. An incredible squad. Looks like they're going to try and add to their ranks as well this month, which is just ridiculous. Like, what a team they have built under Daniel Farke. How are they not in the top two? It's mental. In this one, they'll beat Norwich 2-0. Moving on, we go to the King Power. It's Leicester hosting my team Swansea. Not looking forward to this one, to be honest. In the reverse fixture, we were on really good form. And then we had this game, and it didn't really come at the best time for us, I'll be honest. Matt Grimes scored a lovely goal, but Leicester, the quality they had was sublime, really. In this one, we'll try and get a lot more of the ball than we did in the last encounter against Leicester. Looking forward to it, but I can't see us winning. I think Leicester win 3-1 on home turf. Next up, we go to the Den. Millwall hosting Preston. I think this is going to be a really boring game, but somehow Preston to win 2-0. They won't be happy with the decision for the penalty against Leeds last weekend. Nothing you can do about it now. In this one, I think they win 2-0 away at the Den. Moving on, we go to Plymouth hosting West Brom. Now, West Brom do seem to be creeping up to that time of the season where they're not really following up results at the moment. Of course, defeat to Norwich last time out. As for Plymouth, a victory over Cardiff. And, you know, they're looking good, Plymouth. They will, of course, aim to survive this season. I think that's very realistic. But they definitely can get a high-low mid-table finish. I think that's fairly realistic. In this one, I think they'll lose to the Baggies and they'll win 3-1 in this one. to the away side. So Plymouth 1, West Bromwich Albion 3. Sheffield Wednesday host Watford next time out, and this one's going to be interesting, but I can't see Sheffield Wednesday getting the win here. Watford, just a really, really good side. There's talk that Dennis could go back on loan to them. If that happens, that's absolute limbs for the Hornet fans. In this one, though, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Watford 3. Moving on, we go to St Mary's. The visitors are Hull. Southampton at the moment, an incredible unbeaten record. The time this game's played, I think it'll probably be mid-February. So if they still have it going, that's incredible for them. In this one, hosting Hull, 3-1 to the Saints. Hard to back against them. And moving on, we go to the Stadium of Light. It's Sunderland hosting Stoke. Looking forward to this one, actually, because it's two sides who, going into the season, you thought, yeah, they could achieve something, and they've sort of drifted off. As soon as Beale was appointed at Sunderland, the fans, from minute one, really, went with him, and it does seem to be going not his way at the moment. Against Stoke, I think Sunderland will win this one. It'll be a tough game. 2-1 to the hosts at Stadium of Light. And the final game to predict is at Loftus Road. It is QPR hosting Huddersfield. I think this one is a massive, massive, massive game. But I do think QPR win. 3-1 at home. And if they do, that's huge. Well then, guys, they are my predictions for match week 29 in the Championship. The season's going so quickly. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, drop a like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.